Welcome to the NCAA Division II Volleyball Semifinal Press Conference. Today we are joined by third-seeded Angelo State University after a 3-1 loss to seventh-seeded San Francisco State. The Bells finished their season with a 32-3 record. We are joined by head coach Chuck Waddington and student athletes Adeline Ortman and Caleigh Enax. We will begin with an opening statement from Coach Waddington and then open it up for questions. Coach, your opening statement.
Well, first thing for sure is that San Francisco State's a heck of a team. They were firing on all cylinders today. You know, they've beaten now 4 straight top 10 opponents, and there's a reason why. They're really well coached. I have a lot of respect for their coach, and they executed at a really high level today. You know, they served bullets. They turned, from set 1 to set 2, they just turned up their serving, and we didn't respond to it soon enough, I would say. But credit to them. We came out firing, and they held their ground, and they pushed back. So I wish them a lot of luck in the final tomorrow against whoever they play. But this is the only one team gets to win the last match of the year, and the last time we were here, it was just such a different feeling at the end of it than it is right now. And I remember when we lost in 2016, my wife, she comes up to me and she hugged me, and I couldn't let go. I was upset because, I just had a different mentality then. But I'm I think the word now is just grateful for this season, these players, this whole team. It stings, it's disappointing. You want to come back with a big fat trophy. I think everybody does, and that goal, that desire will never leave me, but it's just the satisfaction knowing that I get to spend all this time with some really great people, and we extended our season one day short of as far as it could go, and that's pretty special, and I'm grateful for it, for sure.
Open it up for questions now.
Adeline, tell us about the first set. What was going right? How can I help you guys? Seem like you set the tone you wanted to set.
Yeah, I think we were in system a lot, which definitely helps. We got a good flow, we got energy, and we were ready. And that first set we always say is the most competitive because both teams are fighting. So first set I would say we went hard, and that worked in our favor. We just communicated a lot, kept it more in control. And then from then on, we knew they were going to push back, and they did. And it was just a matter of responding. I think we responded a little too late after that, so credits to San Fran. But overall, I'm really happy with this experience. So.
Caleigh, even the side you played this week, I think would be impressed with your play on the court, but also your support in the stands. Angelo's not real close to Sioux Falls. We had a great crowd, and they were awesome. They seemed like positive people at all times, which is when you need their support the most, I suppose. But talk about that crew, and is it kind of like that for you all season, and what does it mean to have that bunch of people here during this experience?
Yeah, so just talking about my fans alone, that I have a really rare experience with my family. They have been to every single one of my games, far or close. They've only missed one game my whole entire career. So that is something special that I will never take for granted and never forget. My family, even my boyfriend and my best friend traveled all the way here to come watch this weekend. My whole family is here. They've been to every single game. They're the biggest supporters that I can ever ask for, and they'll always support. They've been my biggest supporters from the start to now, no matter the outcome. They're my biggest supporters always, and and just all of the other families, they are just so supportive. A lot of our families travel everywhere. They're everybody's biggest fans. Every single player on the team, they're going to cheer them on no matter what. We're so grateful for the fan base that we have, and at home we always have a full stadium. This fan base in San Angelo, just the locals, the students, everybody is just so supportive, and that's one of the best experiences here. My favorite games are the ones that are crowded, everybody screaming, the other team fans screaming. Those are my favorite games that I feel like I play my best in. It's when it's those intense games, and so I just know that I have a rare experience. Everybody else here does, on this team, and that's something I'll never take for granted, and something that I know that I'm super grateful for and super special for.
Caleigh, 39 digs, career high. I know the game didn't go the way you wanted, but just talk about your performance today and how you felt you played.
I mean, I just wanted to go out and play my all, whether it was my last game or not. Like, obviously wanted to get to, like, the final, but, like, every single game, like, I go out there and play my best for myself and for my team. Like, that is just, like, when I play my best, like, then it gets everybody else going. And, like, I just feel like I never want to, like, nobody does. Nobody ever wants to, like, play bad or have a bad game. But, like, I don't think it determines, like, I did so good this game because it's the final eight. Like, I go out and give my all, like, every single game. And so this game, it was no different than any other game for me. Just wanted to do my best for the team and get us as far as we could. So just didn't come out in our favor, but I worked the hardest we could.
Coach, one of the things that was cool about watching your team play this week is the strategy you have, which seems to be like, I've got all these assets on my team, whether they play a lot or little. And so when times are tough, I'm going to try and get a spark from kind of anybody I've got.
Yeah.
Talk about your philosophy around that. Obviously, it's really sparked you the other night. You can see it give you a spark today, even if it didn't turn out necessarily what you wanted.
Yeah, I say it all the time. I've got kids on my team that don't play very much. It would start in a lot of places, in our conference, in our region. But they're the right kind of kids. They're selfless, and they accept their role, and they do everything they can to exceed that, And but I liked, the last time out. I can't remember if it was time out or a challenge or something. I'm like, listen, this isn't how you want to go out. Whether we win or lose this set, let's just play good volleyball. And we came out and we blocked a couple balls. Hannah Spencer came out and pounded a few balls. It's a little bit of a too little, too late. But man, the other team was feeling it. Everybody in the stands was feeling it. There was a challenge. It's kind of a funny story I'm going to share. So Demi Carter hits the ball high, deep cross into the corner, and they call it out. And my fans are on top of it. Okay, they are the best line judges you've ever seen in your life, and they are up and they are standing and they're two fingers pointing in, not just in. They're like, so I challenge it, and one of the fans from San Francisco State, and it was lighthearted for sure. He's like, I saw it out from here. I'm like, how much? We're not gambling. We're not gambling in the NCAA. I'm gonna say that first. And he goes, $10. I said, okay. And they, it was in, and he was. Took $10 out of his pocket, It was just that way, and I'm going to do everything I can to help my team win. And to get back to your original question, I think all of our players have that mentality, whatever it takes from them. Jaden Woolley at the end of the game, came in, served some tough balls, dug like 2 or 3 ridiculous balls in a row in the same rally, to give us a chance to serve again. And it's just the buy-in from these kids is special, and not every team's like that. Every coach wants their team to be like that every year, but sometimes you get the right mix and the right people, that are committed to what we're trying to do, and it's special, And so like I said, I'm disappointed, but I'm not sad. It was a special year. We made history for our school, for our program, for what we were trying to do. We didn't check all the boxes. We left some that we can still go after, which is kind of cool for the returners. And but proud doesn't say it, doesn't do it. It's just it's a who we are mentality. It's a we before me, and it's a lot of coaches say that, and I can just say that this year was that for us, and I'll hold on to that for a long time for sure.
Last question for tonight, Caleigh and Adeline. Just reflect on your career and what it's meant to wear Angelo State across your chest.
For me, so I'm a first-year transfer into this program, and it was one of the most perfect experiences I could have asked for. I played high school with Caleigh, and then Evelyn, I played my first 2 years of college with her, and it was just like full circle moment. It was so sweet to be reunited with old teammates, and the chemistry on this team is something that I haven't experienced in my entire career. They're special teams, but this one is just so special. I trusted everyone. I knew everyone had my back, and I just could not have asked for a better senior year. So that was my take on it.
This has been I went on 2 visits my when I started recruiting, and I knew the second I was here that this was the one I was going to come to, and so did my dad. But he's like, like, it's like recruiting, like, let's see, like, what else. And it was actually just crazy. Like, the last Friday we were in school before COVID started, I was like, no, like, I have to commit. Like, this is the day. Like, I don't know why, but I need to commit today. And I did. And a week later we couldn't communicate with our coaches. And like, I've known from day one that this is where I want to be. And like, my dad even made a post at our last home game. He was like, this is the best decision she could have ever made. Like, this is our home. This is our family. Like, this is everything I could have dreamed of and more for where I want to be. Like, and from the beginning, like, we were like, Jaden and I are the only 4-year seniors here, and so like from the beginning we knew what we wanted. We knew that this was our end goal, and like we wanted to set a culture that was like that everybody was together, like that got us here, like a we before me, and like we've worked our butt off to do that. And so this team, like, everybody is bought in. Everybody is just, it's just so fun to like see it finally pay off. And like every single day, like, I've just been thankful. Like, something like this season, I've just been like, don't take a single second for granted, because now, like, what am I gonna do? I have no idea. Like, like I gotta be like a regular person, like, like, and so like I've just enjoyed every single minute of this. I've made my best friends here. Like, this is where I'm gonna like, I will cherish this forever. Like, coach like has taught me a lot. Like, every single coach is like assistant coach that's been here. Like, I've learned so much, so many life lessons. Like, this is the best decision I could have ever made, and I'll never take it for granted.
Thank you, guys, and congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you.